What's up, AtoZSports Live on a Wednesday? This is going to be a fun show. And I'm blind, just like the chat is going to be blind on this show today. JT has the keys to the information as we are going to go through Cam Ward versus 4 other rookie quarterback blind resumes. These quarterbacks I have no idea who they are. I think I know one because that was kind of the idea that we collectively brainstormed to come up with this topic for the show. But outside of that, these quarterbacks might have a variance of success across the NFL. One of them is going to be Cam Ward. We're going to do blind resume tests. Which one is Cam Ward? Which one, once we find out who they are, which quarterback do we think Cam Ward can be closely compared to or closest compared to? So we're going to have a lot of fun. I have no idea what's going to happen. JT is running things today because he created the resumes. So if you ever, if you're a college basketball fan, which had a lot of really good games last night, by the way, if you're a college basketball fan, you get to like the end of February, early March, and they put up blind resumes. This team has this many quad 1 wins and that many quad 1 wins, but look at this quad 4 loss. Who should get in the tournament? And you always get fooled by it. So that's what we're going to do today. Blind resume test for Cam Ward. So JT, what's up? Welcome in. We're going to have fun with that. We also have sports trivia at the end of today's show. And if we have time, we may give out another pair of tickets to the Nashville water taxi for this Sunday, where the weather is going to be in the mid-60s and sunny for Titans hosting the Texans. Ashley's already going. Ashley Gilbert. We have a different Ashley in the chat this morning, but if we have time, we'll give out another pair of those. But we have a total of 5 pair to give away this week. So JT, what's up? Welcome in. Let's get this thing rolling.
Yeah, what's up, Austin? Good to see you. What's up, A to Z crew? Good to see you guys. It's been a while since I've been on the show. I think last Thursday.
Almost a full week.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? Wasn't on last Friday, and then you and Easton kind of did the head coaching topics the last 2 days, and now I'm back to do the fun and games because that's my favorite thing to do. And I'm excited to be back. Good to see all of you guys. Hope your bye weeks were refreshing, and Titans got a few wins, I heard. I honestly did not know. I was in the Smoky Mountains with little reception, so to be honest, I did not watch a lot of football because I didn't have the opportunity to watch football because no reception. So it was a good week off. Good to be back and our weekend off and excited to get going this morning. But we need a couple things from you guys before we get going. First of all, if you could do us a favor and hit that like button. If you're watching on YouTube, just hit that like button, get those likes up, lock in. Excited to get going this morning. Need that like count to go up, and while you're down there, make sure you're subscribed to the A to Z Sports YouTube channel. Also forgot that I get raptured again this morning. I'll have to fix that in the middle of the show. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that like button if you're watching on Facebook. Make sure you hit that like button on Facebook as well. Make sure you like the page and share the show with a friend who wants to join in on today's game, because not only are we going to have a game, fun, talk about Cam Ward and what he could be, but like Austin said, we might be giving away some things. So if you know a Titans fan who's going to be at the game this weekend and wants to maybe potentially win something, send them the show, share it. But with that, let's get going.
The episode officially welcome to A to Z Sports here. As always, we are powered by BTA Sports. I'm Austin Stanley. He is JT Runke. We go live every weekday morning at 8:10 Central Time on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Links to the show on our Twitter X timeline. Follow us there at A to Z Sports. Hit us up on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads for more great Titans content. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. That is to follow us on Google. Please follow us on Google if you want us, A to Z Sports, to be a preferred source. When you search things on Google, that will help us pop up more than other outlets that you care less about, because you have a connection with us. We value that. Hopefully you guys value that as well. So hit that link to follow us on Google. Also have to thank our sponsors because they are massive help for us. They also help out all of you across your lives. Wilson County Hyundai, make them a part of your new car buying process. See them in Lebanon or online, wilsoncountyhyundai.com. The Bone and Joint Institute, boneandjointtn.org, the region's destination for comprehensive orthopedic and sports medicine care. Barton Drury Insurance Group, customized solutions for all of your insurance needs. They're local and online at bartondrury.com. Botero Carts, Life is Short, Buy a Golf Cart, 2 locations, Columbia and Gallatin. And Window Nation, take advantage of the end-of-year sale through this month, 50% off all window styles. And you could get up to 0% financing with that free estimate at windownation.com. Lucas says he checked the box.
Let's
That's
go,
to
Lucas.
follow us on Google. Yeah, that's right. Follow us on Google.
Huge.
Big deal. You know what you are, right? It says, like the show. If we get enough likes, the Titans will get a win. Wait, we don't want the wins. We want the first pick. Like the show, though. So we will have more. Today's show was close to being a what do you want to root for the rest of the season topic. That could still happen Thursday or Friday. Well, we got 2 days left before the Titans play another game at the end of this bye week stretch. The Titans back on the practice field on this Wednesday because they have had their times off. And so we will see that. Now, Titans Kyle says, can we not compare Cam to Marcus? It'll just be sad. Well, I don't know if JT did that or not. I do know that Buck Rising has an article that he published this morning at AtoZSports.com about that topic is what did Marcus Mariota's first 9 games look like compared to Cam's? And Marcus's are way better, especially because Marcus had 4 touchdowns in his first game, like Will Levis did. And then Cam has not done things like that. So, JT, I will toss it to you because you hold the keys to all of this. Setting the table, we have 5 blind resumes for rookie quarterback performances. Now, I want to make sure I'm correct with this. 17 game stat projections, right?
Yes. So if I may,
yes.
Just kind of breaking down what we're going to do today, and it's going to be a very chat intensive as well. We want you guys participating with us, guessing, go back and forth about these different quarterbacks, who they might be. We're going to go through this resume by resume, and based on the quarterback that goes on the screen, it may not be their numbers if you look up their stats or whatever. It is going to be,
because that kind of hides them a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be a 17 game sample size. So once again, if they played 14 games, we took the average, we took their yards, divided by 13, added like 4. Yeah, you get how that works. Yes, that's how Pro Football Reference does it. So that's how I did it for all of these guys. And so
including Cam, who's played 9,
yes.
And then you have to make that times 7.
So yes, we are going to go resume by resume. I have some details about the quarterback. So like I'll put the resume up. We'll look at the stats. Maybe you take some guesses, and then I'll give some hints towards that. And then,
it's like the game shows where it's like, okay, can you guess it off of no clues? Okay,
yes, and then
so I'll give a clue, and each clue gets more revealing as we go through.
Yes, that's basically how it is, and so we'll go through that, and then we can talk about how that's panned out for that quarterback, and where they are now, and things like that, and then at the end, after we do all of these and we get some perspective, we then come back to the Cam Ward of it all. And I think that's how we do today's show. Yeah. And so, Austin, if you're ready.
Well, Vanessa says, you lost me at math in the morning. Look, you guys have no math. JT did the math yesterday.
I already did it.
Yes. Yesterday, JT did the math, so we didn't do day of math either. Also, a rule of the show typically is no live math, because live math always goes wrong when you're on the air and you look like a fool. Yeah. So, all right, JT. 5 quarterbacks. One of them will be Cam Ward. We don't know which one of these will be Cam Ward.
No.
So start us off with quarterback rookie QB blind resume number 1.
Yeah, let's start off here and saying guess that rookie quarterback with a little silhouette graphic. And I'm gonna, while we're doing this, and while I'm
you can change your sunshine situation.
I can change my rapture situation and whatnot. But this is the first quarterback. So this is what it's going to look like. I don't have any reveals or anything fancy like that. So like if I tell you the answer, you're just going to have to kind of use your brain and connect the dots there because I didn't want to do more work than I had to. But this is the first quarterback in his rookie season. 55.2% completion percentage, 2,803 passing yards, 17 interceptions to 13 touchdowns. And I'll give you, kind of a hint here.
Hold on. Okay. Malachi has a question for the chat.
Yes.
how far back are we going?
So I will give you that. The farthest back we're going with all 5 of these quarterbacks is 2018.
Oh, so these are all
these are
fairly
very
recent. Okay.
Yes. No Peyton, no 2008. These are very recent quarterbacks that we can look at Cam as, with these guys who are still kind of around the league. So who's that quarterback? Do you have any guesses off rip?
Because this is 17 game projections.
Yes. So not a lot of yards, a lot of interceptions. Not bad.
Touchdowns, not bad. Like this isn't a terrible rookie.
And just so people know, that picture on there is not the quarterback. That is just a PNG that I got for all of these.
That's just the internet. Yeah. Because that quarterback.
And once again, this is a 17 game sample size. So if Cam is up here, it's not going to be his stats currently. It's going to be a 17 game projection.
Way too obvious.
We have a lot of people saying Caleb Williams.
No.
We have a lot of people saying Jared Goff, which I think that's a little too far back.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones, Josh Allen potentially here. Do you have a guess off rip?
Oh, by the way, this entire time I was viewing 17 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. So my brain.
Sorry.
Yeah. Obviously this is a bad. I do think I know this one.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can get the chat going in the right direction.
Let's go to quarterback number 2 before I think I got this one. Let's go to quarterback number 2 before I reveal who I believe that one is.
Okay, so quarterback 2 here, based on a 17 game sample size, 57.6% completion percentage, 3,324 passing yards, 11 interceptions, 9 touchdowns.
Man.
So more yards, but significantly less turnovers and touchdowns.
This could definitely be Cam.
Potentially.
I think QB2 is Cam.
Yeah, we have some people here. We have Belvis Duffield 200 saying Cam. We have Nick saying Cam. QB2 is Cam. Titans Kyle says that's Cam. Cam Ward here for the second quarterback.
People saying Bo Nix. Bo Nix threw 28 touchdowns as a rookie or something.
Michael says Cam. QB2 is Cam Ward. So yeah, we'll get that one out of the way.
Vanessa's like Eli Manning. Guys, 2018 through now.
Kendall, once again, look at the feet. This is the same picture for all 5. The picture is not correlating.
Okay, we're gonna have to hide the graphic for a second and be like, okay, 2018 is the furthest back this goes. Yes. So no Mannings are involved until 2027. And then you have no Goff, no Marcus Mariota, no Jameis, no Russell Wilson, none of these, no Drew Brees, no Tom Brady, none of these guys.
All good, Kendall.
Mahomes,
we see that
was also 2017. So Patrick Mahomes doesn't count in this.
Yes.
And then so 2018 to now, and the picture is the same damn quarterback PNG. As you see, look, this is quarterback 1. Here is quarterback 2. The picture is the same picture of the quarterback PNG that is missing a finger on its left hand.
So Eric says, I think a lot of people got it. So let's just say, for the sake of the argument and going forward, quarterback 2 is Cam, because I think a lot of people got it.
Quarterback 2 is Cam Ward.
Yes. So if you bring that one back up, this is based on a 17 game sample size. So, and this one, I didn't even have to do the math on. Pro Football Reference, since he only has 1 year, did the 17 game projection output for this season for me. 57.6% completion percentage. So very kind of similar to that 55% of quarterback 1. Significantly more yards here. 3,324 passing yards. And then, Cam has not had a lot of production in terms of touchdown passes so far this year. But he hasn't been turning the ball over a lot through the air, let's say. So like 11 interceptions, 9 touchdowns there. So like not a lot of touchdown to interceptions there, but a lot more yards than quarterback 1 and a similar completion percentage to quarterback 1. So we can go back and forth between quarterback 2 here, but
so we know QB2 is Cam. I think I know who quarterback 1 is. We're going to get to that here in a second. So my prediction on quarterback 1 before we get to quarterback 3, 4, and 5, and then try to put this whole thing together and figure out where is Cam going to end up. But first, JT, tell us all about our friends at Botero Carts.
Yeah, Botero Carts, life is short and you got to buy a golf cart. I was in Gatlinburg this past weekend. The amount of golf carts there is insane. And it continues to be, wherever I go in the country, an absolute cheat code because life is short and people all around the country know that you got to buy a golf cart in life because life is short. And if you're in the Middle Tennessee area, you got to do it with our friends over at Botero Carts, and they make it so easy for you to buy your golf cart. 0% financing for 36 months. Carts starting at just $6,700. They're open 7 days a week with a full service sale and rental dealership, which is locally owned and operated here with 2 locations to serve you in the Middle Tennessee area in Gallatin and their new location in Columbia, Tennessee. No dealer fee, no credit card fees, so no hidden fees when you buy your shiny new golf cart. And it is shiny and new because they are all stored indoors for your convenience. No credit needed option as well if you want to take that route. Life is short and you got to buy a golf cart. Do it with our friends at Botero Carts.
BTA Sports says we're powered by Better for Betters. Also great for fantasy football. I do not play fantasy football or daily fantasy football. But if you are a big fantasy football person, you can go to BTA Sports. They have a fantasy IQ button, and you just click optimize lineup. Optimize lineup. If you find a player you like, you can lock that player in, hit optimize lineup. And whatever your salary cap is, you can do all these different things. So it's really cool there. If you're not a sports bettor but you love fantasy, then you can do that with BTA Sports. Maybe you're not in a sports betting state because BTA Sports is not Tennessee. BTA Sports is not tied to a sports book. It is for all of us to beat the sports books and maybe to beat your friends in fantasy football. So you can do that with BTA Sports. Download the app today, and you can use our link in the Facebook title or the YouTube description. You can get a code that either gives you a weekly subscription or an annual subscription for 12 months. You get a 14-day free trial for all of them. The weekly code is ATOZ14. The annual code is ATOZ Sports. And those prices are really, really great. You're going to make your money back very quickly, as JT and I have both already done like back 2 months ago. So yes. BTA Sports right there. All right, so we know QB2 is Cam Ward.
Yes.
This is QB2. So 3,300 yards, 11 picks, 9 touchdowns. Not good, Bob. Under 60% completion, right?
Yes.
So before you give any other, actually, I think I know who QB1 is. So JT, I will let you give some of your clues. I might text you. I'm going to text you.
Okay.
My guess.
Okay.
For QB1.
So we had some people saying Josh Allen. We had some people saying Goff, which is a little bit out of the thing. Some people were saying this is Caleb last year. Let's see. Did you text me?
I did.
Yes. This is that you are correct.
I am correct. Okay. So I will not spoil it for the chat. So who is QB1? Because so you can give some clues here just to play the game the right way.
QB1 is a former top 10 draft pick in the 2018 NFL draft.
Okay. 2018 draft.
Yes.
Was the Josh Allen draft.
Correct.
It was also the Baker. Baker went 1.
Yes.
Right? Darnold went 2 or Darnold went 3?
I think he went 2. One of those.
Then you have.
Is that Trey Lance as well?
No, Trey Lance was later.
Oh, okay.
Crap. Yes. Josh Allen went 7, and then Josh Rosen went 10. And then you had Lamar Jackson went 32.
Correct.
So you had 5 quarterbacks in that draft, but 4 of them went top 10. So it's
so this was a top 10.
So it's one of those 4. It's either Baker, Darnold, Josh Allen, or Josh Rosen.
Yes, and this on their team that year, as we get more in, is that Sam Darnold, Baker, Baker Mayfield, Darnold, Josh Rosen, LOL, Josh Rosen. Darnold says Assad. Josh says Rosen. This team fired their head coach after a 3-13 season. So one and done for that head coach. Coach brought in, they draft this guy. He's out, which you'll see.
That does not limit. That limits.
I was about to say.
Multiple of these quarterbacks are still.
I was about to say you're
here.
gonna get a common theme today with fired head coaches. So yeah, I mean we have Damian saying Darnold. Josh says Josh Rosen. Landon says, please don't tell me Cam is in Rosen territory. Should we talk about should I give more hints or
I think
we're ready.
The chat knows it. I think because Titans College says crap. It's Rosen.
This is Josh Rosen. Ugh. So quarterback one here. Cam Ward based on it. This is also based on a 17 game sample size. Josh Rosen, 55.2% completion percentage, 2,800 passing yards, 17 interceptions to 13 touchdowns. Yes, Josh Rosen was a top 10 draft pick in 2018 for the Arizona Cardinals. He was number 10. The team fired their head coach after a 3-13 season. Josh Rosen, of course, only played one season with the team that drafted him because Cliff Kingsbury came in and has the iconic Josh Rosen is our guy comment after the rumors that they wanted to go with Kyler Murray. They, in fact, do go with Kyler Murray. And since then, Josh Rosen has been a practice squad journeyman with stints in Miami, Atlanta, Minnesota, San Francisco, Cleveland, and Tampa Bay.
Well, and I don't think he's even been that in the last 3 years.
Well, yeah, certainly. I mean, I think he's on Minnesota's practice squad right now.
Oh, no kidding?
I think so.
Really?
Yes.
I thought, because if you look up any of his numbers, it just stops 2022, for stats, because he hasn't played or done anything. But maybe he's just practice squad hopping for a little bit. So, one comment that I found was funny was Jack saying Josh Rosen failed because of his personality. I don't know about you, but that ain't personality based right there. That's just bad quarterback.
Or maybe
play.
He was on the practice squad last year, and now I understand he does real estate now, something like that. But he was in the league up until last year. So
hey, you can do real estate and practice squad.
Certainly,
you can be a starting punter and do real estate at the same time too, as we've seen from Ryan Sunhouse. So, all right, that's Josh Rosen. So Josh Rosen's quarterback 1, Cam's quarterback 2. Let's see who quarterback 3 is. Again, for the people that might have been just jumping in here, these quarterback blind resumes, the furthest back they go are 2018 draft picks.
Yes.
So rookie seasons on a 17 games played timeline. So who is, or just show us quarterback number 3 and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Now, listen, guys. There are more quarterbacks. Let's not jump ship now and be depressed. There are more quarterbacks.
Jack does say, "Austin, I'm saying numbers were bad, but he was uncoachable. Dude's legit narcissist." Look, I don't know if you have a Josh Rosen source or connection to him. I don't know if narcissist.
I mean, he did have a hot tub in his dorm room. So
I mean, sure, he was a golden child before NIL in LA. Yeah, no doubt about it. So I'm not saying he was the perfect. Human being or teammate or anything. I have no idea, but it failed miserably, right? So, okay. Quarterback number 3. Yeah, let's see it.
Yeah, let's see quarterback number 3. So 59.8% completion percentage, 3,000 passing yards, 10 interceptions, 11 touchdowns. So just real quick.
This one could have also been Cam.
This could have also been Cam Ward, right?
59.8%
completion percentage, 3,056 passing yards, 10 interceptions, 11 touchdowns. Very similar to Cam Ward. Do you have any guesses right off the bat here?
Teen Titans Superman says EJ Manuel. You went back a little too far. 2018 is the furthest we're going back. And yes, Josh Rosen had a hot tub in his dorm room at UCLA.
Yes.
Oh man, this is again not a very good rookie season.
Yeah, we have some people saying Caleb again. We have some people saying Baker, Josh Allen, Zach Wilson. He doesn't know. Says Christopher.
I'm going to throw something out there, and I don't know. So just for transparency for the chat. So when JT and I came up with this topic, we knew Cam was going to be 1. and Josh Rosen was the other one. That was what we threw out there collectively. We both were like, Josh Rosen, let's do that. He's one of them. So now my one that I knew is now exhausted. So QB3, I think I have a guess.
Okay. Bork says the Steelers quarterback, Kenny Pickett. Josh says Bryce Young. Randy says Trevor Lawrence. Darnold,
Actually,
says Sharman.
I'm throwing my guess out because I think the passing yards are too many.
Okay. Gino, once again, 2018 and above. Wes says, JT, you about to make us hate this game. This is so. Do you want any hints, or you want to throw out a guess first?
I believe my first gut is now wrong. What I was going to say was Justin Fields, but I do think that's too many passing yards for Justin Fields as a rookie 17 game. Am I wrong? You don't tell me if I'm right. Just tell me if I'm wrong.
You are wrong. You are incorrect.
Okay. Yes.
Look at the feet. It's Allen. Guys, it's not, this quarterback is not a quarterback. This is the same PNG for every single one. Some people are saying Mitch Trubisky. Listen, okay, here's your
funny.
first hint.
You know what's funny is somebody said, look at the feet, it's Allen. Look at the feet, it's Cam. So,
oh, he's joking.
Okay.
So, all right. Would you like your first hint?
Yes, give us our first hint.
The first hint is that this quarterback that you're looking at right now was a former first overall draft selection. So he was the number 1 pick.
Okay, it's not. So I think I know who it is then. It's not Caleb Williams. It's not Baker. It's not Kyler. I don't think it's Trevor Lawrence. The chat's picking up a couple.
Mm-hmm.
This
is a good bit.
Yeah, the graphic is too tall for Bryce Young. That's hilarious. So do you want to give us another clue? Because I think the chat's all over it.
Certainly. This player also had a coach who was fired in season after week 12 in a 1-11 start. And this player is still with their team that they were drafted with.
Yeah, that tells me it's Bryce Young.
It is correct. So you are correct. Even with all these other Lawrence, Sam Darnold, Bryce Young, this is Bryce Young. So 59.8% completion percentage, and this is based on a 17 game sample size because I don't believe Bryce Young played all 17 games. In his,
I think he played 16. It was close.
Yeah, he played very close. 10 interceptions, 11 touchdowns, which you look at so he had a 2% better completion percentage than Cam Ward in his rookie year. He had 300-ish less yards in terms of a 17 game sample size, had 1 less interception based on that sample size, and 2 more touchdowns. So pretty similar to what Cam Ward is projected to have.
Anthony says Bryce Young and Josh Rosen not feeling better, not feeling good about this.
This is Bryce Young. So you kind of look so far in terms of what we have here currently. It's Cam is smack dab in the middle there between those guys.
Yeah.
And I understand it does not make people feel great, but this is once again another kind of recurring theme of drafted into this player. He was drafted first overall into a really bad situation with a head coach guru quarterback type that was supposed to, a QB whisperer of sorts. Things did not go well. He's fired 12 games into his first season, but still, 3,000 passing yards is pretty good, but not a lot of offensive production there. 10 interceptions, 11 touchdowns. And so I don't know. I feel, oh my goodness. Now that is really raptured. I thought I fixed it, but
no.
But that is,
you also, this is a little bit late in the season to do this, but you look like you're having the soul sucked out of you by the Sanderson sisters. That's what I feel like you look like.
Yeah, but Bryce Young there, very similar. Another guy who went first overall has some going based on some of the traits and things like that. So your thoughts on that comparison there?
Well, I mean, like somebody said, not feeling much better. So
Yeah,
I guess
not
the
feeling
next.
much
So
better.
let's see quarterback number 4.
Okay.
Quarterback resume number 4. Because we got 2 more left.
Yes.
What we got here for number 4? Okay.
So this quarterback,
worse, arguably, than Cam.
Yeah, you could make that
That's a
comparison
lot
there.
of picks. I mean, that's
A lot of
more.
picks.
Yeah.
Decent amount of yards though, 3,600 for a
Mm-hmm.
rookie. 59. Once again, we're going with this theme that rookie quarterbacks are having a hard time getting over 60% completion percentage.
Yep.
Any
Okay,
initial
so
guesses?
17 picks, 12 touchdowns, a lot of yards. Not many touchdowns. Man, people are there's a lot. Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Levis. People are saying do rushing. Once again, the feet are a dead giveaway of who this is. Trevor Lawrence is a popular one for this one. So, all right, we'll keep on guessing here in the chat, and because I don't have a good read on this one yet. Obviously, there's a couple options, knowing that it's 2018 to now. So we'll do that here in a second. But first, JT, tell us all about our friends at the Bone and Joint Institute.
Yes, the Bone and Joint Institute, the region's destination for comprehensive orthopedics and sports medicine. Whenever you get hurt in life, you have to know who to trust. And that's why we here at AtoZSports trust the Bone and Joint Institute, which is located in Franklin, right off of I-65 in that castle Hogwarts-esque looking building that is just so big. And I was like, why is this so big? It's because they have over a dozen specialists who can help you through any type of injury with that state-of-the-art rehab facility on campus to help your recovery, whether that's clinic, testing, imaging, surgery, rehab. They can do it all under one roof for your convenience. They also have satellite locations all around the Middle Tennessee area. Don't fumble your recovery. To schedule an appointment, go to boneandjointtn.org.
All right. Also, our friends at BTA Sports can help you out. JT, I haven't talked to you about this yet, but I won a plus 300 parlay, 3 legs, plus 300.
Hey, there you go.
Because BTA Sports gave me leg 2 and leg 3. I only had Colts money line, which was an easy bet to make by myself. But I was looking around for some shorter odds to boost that total a little bit more, and I found a couple really nice legs because BTA Sports really saw a lot of things that they liked over the weekend that came true. A couple of them I didn't take in that parlay that I could have made that even better that did hit. So BTA Sports, you can download the app. You can do that by clicking the link on our Facebook title or the YouTube description using code ATOZ14. You get a 14-day free trial, and the weekly subscription is $9.99. Or ATOZ Sports, you get a 14-day free trial regardless. And then you have a $79 12-month subscription. If you do the math, you got 8 games, 8 weeks left of the NFL season, plus the playoffs, which is like another 4 or 5. So that's like 12. And that's 80 is less than 120. So just saying, ATOZ Sports, you make your money in a great way for this season, and you get next season's start too with BTA Sports code ATOZ Sports when you click that link there. So JT, I'll let you take us back through quarterback number 4, and so we can sit at this table and get our guesses here on who this may be.
Yes, so quarterback 4, once again, 59% completion percentage, 3,600 passing yards, 17 interceptions, 12 touchdowns. This, should I give some more hints and just kind of go through those and then
you can
final guesses?
You can. I think the favorite right now is Trevor Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a lot of yards.
Yes.
A lot of yards. So do you want to give a clue?
Yeah, this quarterback's coach also was fired mid-season after 13 games
at this point.
Yeah, all 4. Well, Rosen's was fired right after the season, but they went 3-13. He was fired at 1-and-done season. This guy was fired in season after 1 year in 13 games, going 2-11. This quarterback has also had 3 head coaches now in his career, which I think kind of is more so a giveaway there as well. Do you have a final guess there?
Yeah, this one's Trevor Lawrence.
Yes, as Curtis says here, Trevor, T-Law, and had it as well earlier. Trevor Lawrence. A lot of you guys had it. Trevor Lawrence here. Yeah. Trevor, T-Law. Yes, this is also a former first overall draft pick who had his coach fired in season. A little bit longer leash though there for Urban Meyer and that debacle.
Well, that was
there.
Urban's first year. Right,
Correct.
like Brian Callahan was at least in year 2.
Yeah.
Like Urban, and that was I remember that vividly because I want to say Urban's last game was in Nashville against Mike Vrabel and the Titans. Because if I remember correctly, that was around the same week that the kicking the kicker in training camp story came out, and it was just not good. It was, and he also didn't fly back on the team plane, like when they played on Thursday Night Football and Cleveland or Cincinnati won. Stayed in Ohio, went to his bar. There was like a weird picture out there. There was some stuff going on that all kind of hit the fan at the same time, as well as being terrible. But yeah, that was not good.
Yeah. So that is once again another quarterback that we're comparing Cam to. Trevor Lawrence, once again, real quick. So here's the thing, right? Cam Ward's like his 17 game average, like projected, is based on him throwing 195 yards per game for the rest of the season over 8 games. And so that would put him at 3,300.
Right.
So like he has a couple games where maybe he throws for 250 or 260 here coming up. Like that gets pretty close to where Trevor Lawrence was in terms of yards for his rookie season there. I do still think like we've seen that it's hard for this team to score touchdowns. So like, you're not going to, I think you maybe get to 10 or 11 touchdowns, maybe those interceptions as well stay down. But like in terms of yards, because we had some people in the chat here say like 3,600 yards is like good for a rookie quarterback. Those like, I think that's possible for Cam. If we're going off of the 17 game sample size where he's currently averaging 195 yards per game, you certainly think that maybe getting Calvin Ridley back, and we'll talk about this later this week and going forward, like getting Calvin Ridley back potentially, like I could see Cam throwing for, I guess Anthony on the other side, also capable of throwing for 125. So
let's put a pin in that because I want to come back to that. Let's go ahead and get to quarterback number 5.
Okay.
Because right now our quarterbacks are Josh Rosen, Cam Ward, Bryce Young, Trevor Lawrence. So, and you could argue that Cam Ward might have the second best 17 game projection of those 4.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting here because we're going to get to quarterback 5. And here it is. 52.8.
Now, this could have been Josh Rosen too.
It could have been Josh Rosen, yes. 52.8% completion percentage, only 2,900 passing yards, 17 interceptions to 14 touchdowns. This is our final quarterback. And it's kind of, this is maybe subjective, but like in my opinion, you look at these and you say that's not great. Like 52% completion percentage, less than 3,000 yards, 17 interceptions, 14 touchdowns though. So, you know, in terms of all these other people, all the other guys here, people are saying Will Levis, which I don't.
It could be.
It could be Will Levis. Yeah. Trying to throw you off there. Justin Fields.
Because it could be Levis because he had 4 touchdowns in that first game, but he really struggled to do anything scoring like after that.
And once again, based on a 17 game projection.
Yeah, right. So if you take his 9 games or whatever Will started in his rookie season, I think he maybe had like 9 touchdown passes. So that would be, 14 would be too low. So, and Eric says, because Anthony Richardson has been throwing out there, has Anthony Richardson even played 17 games yet? Probably not, but that doesn't matter here because we're talking about rookie seasons projected over. Because like we had to do that with Cam, he's only played 9, so we had to figure out what does that look like so we could play the game a little bit.
Yes.
So there's a lot of guesses that are being thrown out here about this being Josh Allen. And Eric says not Josh Allen. There's too many touchdowns there. 14 touchdowns to 17 picks. It's not a lot of yards though. But the completion percentage and the interceptions makes me think that could be Josh Allen. Another Eric says Drake May. I'm going to keep going through some of the comments. Justin Fields, says Josh. So Justin Fields, I think it could be because the completion percentage and the touchdowns, the passing yards being under 3,000, but not by much, I still think is too many passing yards for what Justin Fields would have done in my brain. Because early Justin Fields was just running a lot.
So some Sam Darnold, some Daniel Jones, some Drake May here.
Yeah.
Okay. I think my hint would probably give it away.
Yeah. Do you have like a more obscure hint that you could give us?
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett?
Potentially. This is where this one deviates, and this will be your obscure. His head coach has been the same for his entire stint with this team. The head coach was in place. So that's the one difference. With all these other quarterbacks in their rookie season, their head coach got fired either in season or after the season. This is the only quarterback on the list who their head coach was there for their rookie season and then continued to be there afterwards.
Yeah. Zach Wilson's been thrown out there. Anthony Richardson is on the board for that. He falls under the category of Shane Steichen still being there, even though he is not currently playing. I do believe this one's Josh Allen.
Is that your final guess?
It is my final guess.
Okay.
And I will name somebody. Anthony, don't do what you just did. That's cheating. This is not the point of the game. Anthony went and looked up Josh Allen's rookie numbers and then did the math himself. That's not fun. You ruin things like that. Come on. But yeah, this one's got to be Josh Allen.
Yeah, Anne is all over it. She says, "Bro, trust me, it's Josh Allen." Eric says, "Josh Allen, A to Z final."
Yep. Lock it.
Yeah, this is Josh Allen. So, Josh Allen, once again, he only played, I think, like 12 games, but over a 17-game sample size. 52.8% completion percentage. 2,900 passing yards, 17 interceptions to 14 touchdowns. He was a top 10 draft pick in 2018, 6-10 record that year for that team. Not all on Josh Allen. That team won some games without him. Head coaches Sean McDermott has been in place with Josh Allen this entire time, and now Josh Allen is also an MVP winner. So I guess if you want a little bit of hope, Cam Ward certainly on track to have a better completion percentage and much higher yardage. Passing yards, that's just, I don't know if he's going to be slinging the ball as much as Josh Allen was.
So let's take a look at, here's Cam Ward, right?
Yes.
Cam Ward, of these 5, second most passing yards, third highest completion percentage, lowest interception number. No, I'm sorry. QB3, Bryce Young had one less pick.
And like that's ambiguous because it's like on an app, like Bryce Young was throwing like 7 or like 0.72 interceptions a game. So it could be right around 11 as well.
Yeah. Right. So, the fact that Josh Allen is just in this group, that was the whole point of this exercise. Because you've got Josh Rosen, gross. Bryce Young, still kind of gross. Got less gross, and now it's just still gross, man. Then you've also got
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence that got paid. Congrats to him, but gross. And then Josh Allen, which is like that's your hope, right? So let's just ask this question. How has this exercise made you feel? I'm going to post that in the chat here. How has this exercise made you feel?
Vanessa kept asking if we're drinking still, so maybe that is where it is right now with how people are feeling. Tired, says Rooney. Curtis says that's not the takeaway at all. It's dread. They hate it.
So we'll get to more of those comments.
Not great.
Not great at all. So how has this exercise made you feel? I'll send JT to the comment section for more. But first, I'm going to tell you guys about Barton Drury Insurance Group. Customized solutions for all of your insurance needs are online at bartondrury.com. They can help you out. It is open enrollment season. So if you, your family, your situation, you're looking for something better where you can have not sacrifice coverage, but save some money. It's always great to save some extra money around the holidays and have that plan going into the new year. Barton Drury Insurance Group can do that for you. Give them a call, 615-806-1265 or bartondrury.com, local to the area. You can talk to real people. You email them, Zoom, phone call, whatever it is. They'll give you out their personal phone numbers and emails. They're great, super communicative, and their team is phenomenal to deal with. Every person that Zach and I have dealt with over the last year plus, actually, because we have our workers' comp that goes back a few years, and then our health coverage for our employees this year as well. bartondrury.com.
Yeah, also shout out our friends over at BTA Sports. Thursday Night Football coming up tomorrow night. Not a great game. The Jets versus the Patriots. Certainly an ugly AFC East battle, but BTA is projecting a much different line than what some of the books are. And so if you have a feeling on this game tomorrow, bet with our friends over at BTA Sports. Use their insight to beat the books. Once again, you can sign up using the link in the description or right below the show title over on Facebook. And when you do, you can use AtoZSports to download that, get that 7-day free trial into a 14-day free trial. And then you can use the $99 or $79.99, correct? The season pass there,
right.
The new price, which grandfathers you into all the amazing features that they are going to be bringing to us the rest of the year and going forward. You get the rest of this year, you get the next year, or you can also use AtoZSports or AtoZ 14 to get that 3-day free trial into a 14-day free trial, and then $9.99 weekly if you want to go that route. Where insight meets instinct, you got to bet with our friends using their insights over at BTA Sports.
All right, so how has this exercise made you feel about Cam Ward? I'm going to go to, excuse me, I'm going to go to Twitter first.
Okay.
Because we've got a guy, Ed Gordo, on Twitter who is not a fan of what we've just done. Now, I don't know if he's watched us or if he's just followed the tweets that I've sent out about the segments. Here's why this is Ed Gordo. Here's why this is an utter waste of time. No circumstances are the same with any quarterback in Cam Ward's position whatsoever. I'm not even bothering to check out the video. It was expected for Cam to struggle with adjusting to the NFL in general. I get it, but nah. So Ed Gordo is the problem with people jumping to conclusion. Like, you know what my takeaway from this is before you get to the comments? Being a rookie quarterback is bleeping hard. That Josh Allen, the MVP, right? He won the MVP last year. I think
yes.
The MVP was probably 4th or 5th worse on this exercise. Right?
Yes.
So, like, it's tough, man. Josh Allen is a freak of nature. He sucked so much. He led the NFL in turnovers for like 4 years. And he figured it out, right? So I think this exercise was worth a chill out and just to get people's temperature, right? Because Josh Rosen is not good. Josh Rosen's bad. Josh Allen's the absolute opposite of that, even though they're both named Josh. This Titans team is bad. We knew it was going to struggle. We understand that. But I think there's hope. Trevor Lawrence did that. Trevor Lawrence had a worse rookie year than Cam Ward is projecting. And in year 2, played well enough to make the playoffs under a new football coach. So that's a path this could take. I don't know. They had the first overall pick too. And they went and made the playoffs. So I think that 5 different scenarios, 5 different results of players. So
Yeah, I mean, you start with
That's
Josh Allen or Josh Rosen, who was canned after year one. You have Cam, who we don't know what he's going to be. Bryce Young got a new head coach in Dave Canales and has looked
better.
better. Like, I'm not going to say he's been amazing in what you want out of a first overall pick, but he's been better over the last 2 years. You have Trevor Lawrence, who has gotten paid and took his team to the playoffs. Despite having, 3 head coaches, he's been steady there, keeping them at least somewhat competitive this year. And then you have Josh Allen, who had arguably the worst of these resumes and has turned into a top 3 quarterback in the league. And like, I understand it. It's not it's not very, fun to look at, but that's the reality of the situation that they're in. That Cam Ward is struggling like many of these rookie quarterbacks did. And you look at what happened next with Bryce Young and Trevor Lawrence and Josh Allen. Josh Allen was the benefactor of yet another, I guess, high draft class. Or, they also brought in Stephon Diggs after that to build around him. They acquired talent after his first year to make that team better around Josh Allen, and things started to look better almost immediately in year 2 for him. You look at Trevor Lawrence, they get a new coach, they go to the playoffs in his second year there. Dave Canales comes in and that team looks a lot better than they did. Like, yes, it doesn't look good right now. And certainly there is reason to believe that could it go the Josh Rosen route where everything blows up and it goes down in flames? Sure. But I think it's too early to say because we haven't seen what that year 2 looks like building around Cam Ward. And so if you ask me today, once again, like I'm content with, I'd like to see him, he's at what that projection was 57% completion percentage. I'd like to see it get closer to 59 or 60 with going through the last 8 games. Like, that's a decent sample size to push that up. I'm content with 3,300 yards. You go back to what we were projecting his interception to touchdown ratio was in before the season. I don't know if you remember this conversation, Austin, but I think it was me and you had this conversation where people were going to say, I would be pissed if it was anything less than 20 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. And so we are here today in this same chat looking at a 11 interceptions to 10 touchdown ratio.
Yeah.
You got to take the good with the bad there. And so I'd be content with the 3,300, but it's going to come down to what that second year looks like for me.
100%. And like, I like Cam, I expect Cam to, he's got 8 games left.
Yes.
I expect him to have more touchdowns in the final 8 games than he had in the first 9. Like, again, it's 5. It's not like I'm not saying it's going to be a lot, but I think Cam will have more productive stat sheet games moving forward because there was a conversation happening about like yards in a game. Cam could have a couple 250 games. He could have a 125 game. I think that's less likely to be the case at this point. It was more likely to be the case earlier in the year when the season was still alive. When the win-loss record wasn't bad enough to where that was not going anywhere, and you had something to lose, where you wanted to run the football to stay in the game, to see if you can win a game, to stay alive further and further and further to extend that competitive season. Now, who cares? It's all about Cam Ward. So throw the ball, not have him drop back 45 times where he's getting sacked 8 times a game. That's not good. But you want to see him take more opportunities where there's no point of establishing the run because you want to keep the game tight. You just want to see Cam Ward play, and you want to see him go through different in-game situations. And I think he's more likely to have the 250 games and the floor be a lot higher than the 125 passing yards a game because of that situation. And the defense is non-existent anymore because they traded away players and they're going through injuries. And so they're going to be behind, which means they're going to have to continue to throw the football.
Yeah, and I would love to believe you. That brings up yet another point that Will that happen if Captain Coach Speak Mike McCoward is still being cowardly on those decisions? You hope not. We want to see more Cam Ward and see what he can do. And so hopefully that happens. I think you're going to see the rest of the schedule. I mean, the next 2 weeks are brutal for Cam Ward. Certainly you have the Texans this week, which we'll talk about more on, I guess, maybe on tomorrow or Friday about that. But then Seattle afterwards is going to be a nightmare. But then after that, I mean, the Saints game is a big opportunity. Both Jacksonville games are still on the schedule that I think are great opportunities for Cam. You have the Browns, which I think is going to be an enlightening one as well. It'll be interesting going forward. I think, and this could also very much change. Like I said, we're on the average looking towards a 3,300 passing yard season for Cam Ward. Now, could that change? And then, right, you have the 10 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. That's based on Cam throwing that's currently based on Cam throwing like 0.6 touchdowns a game or like, somewhere around there. Cam has a 3 touchdown game somewhere along that. Yeah. It changes the math drastically.
A 2 touchdown game. Let's just start there.
Yeah, right. I think the baseline here is that you look at the worst case scenario with Josh Rosen, you look at the best case scenarios here. He is right now in that when you compare those two, and I'll bring him back up, I think he's right now, and I think this is the question that we wanted to get to, right? Like, where does he fit in with all these? He's around the Bryce Young, Trevor Lawrence area.
So like I was going to say what I think as far as these resumes, I think there's one quarterback that Cam Ward compares to best overall. So I'm going to get to that here in a second. I do want to tell you guys, the NashvilleWaterTaxi.com. We're not going to have time to do that today, but we will give away. We have 4 more pair of passes to give away. It's a $70 value. You get a pair of tickets. That's $20 round trip, and you get to park on their grounds, which is just north of the stadium on the water. It's a really cool place. So we're going to give away 4 more pair of these tickets for this upcoming Sunday. And JT, I told everybody this yesterday. I don't care if you're going to the game or not. You don't have to. Honestly, don't go to the game because you'll have more fun. But go downtown. You go downtown and you could take the wire taxi schedule. You park off on their lot. You can tailgate with the other Titans fans. The weather is going to be like mid-60s and sunny. So you ride the boat to Broadway, basically, and then you have fun for a few hours. Then you catch the boat on the way back to your car when the game's letting out. They have so many different return slots and arrival slots that you can make it that's a hell of a Sunday, if I'm being honest. Mid-November, mid-60s and sunny. That's like perfect fall to go bounce around Broadway. I think that is a hell of a time. So we'll give away 1 more pair this week on the show, and then we'll give away 3 pairs on social media. So be keeping your eye out for that for the NashvilleWaterTaxi.com for this Sunday against the Texans. So before we get to trivia, the quarterback that I think compares to Cam the most, there's one. Cam Ward is not Josh Rosen. The comment from Jack early in the show about the personality plays a factor, and the talent. Josh Rosen and Cam Ward are not the same. Cam Ward is also not Josh Allen. Like, I think that's very clear. He is not that same play style. He's not a runner. He does not do that. He does not have that arm strength. He is not either Josh. So he's not the worst of these 5. He's not the best of these 5. I also don't think Cam Ward compares all that much to Trevor Lawrence in play style at all, honestly. So I don't think that's him. So now I'm down to what? 1?
Bryce.
I think Bryce Young is the closest comp to Cam Ward of this group. First overall picks, had their coach fired in season. We know that. They both have some issues with batted balls at the line of scrimmage. Bryce is because he's super, super short. Cam's is because of his throwing angles at times. And look, they both were Heisman finalists. Bryce won it. And Cam was a finalist this past year from Miami. So I think the goal is here. It's all about this next coach, right?
Yeah. I mean, Yeah, my answer, without having to get too far into it, that was mine as well. It's Bryce Young.
Yeah.
He, like you said, also a former first overall pick, drafted by a team that deemed their coach, either fairly or unfairly, as a quarterback guru, a quarterback whisperer. Frank Reich, that's why he was brought in. Brian Callahan, working with so many quarterbacks and having that experience, that was kind of the thinking there. Doesn't work out. Both are canned mid-season. Getting back to my point, it is the attention turns to what Cam Ward does the rest of this season and where that ends up with the Bryce Young. And it turns to next season in the head coaching search.
Yep.
Do you find your Dave Canales to fit in there with him? Do you find, and obviously it's different situations. Dave Canales, first time head coach, certainly seems like the Titans might go in a different direction, but making that pair, making that match. And unfortunately, like
Frank Reich was not a first. So Bryce Young's first coach was not a first-time coach, like Brian Callahan was. So they'll probably flip that, hopefully for different results.
Corey says, I won't settle for Bryce Young. That's kind of the reality of right now.
Well, I think another comp with Bryce Young, and I'm not trying to say they're the same at all, but similar in the way that Bryce Young and Cam Ward do their best work is by improvising, right? Like that's Bryce Young was insanely good at being mobile but not a runner in college, and how that has not quite translated to the NFL quite yet because he's tiny. So, all right. Well, I think I don't know. I had fun with that blind resume show. I think it's a fun topic to get into. Some people hated it, especially Ed Gordo on Twitter. But he didn't even watch it, so I don't care about it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, just like the team, it's making a lot of people depressed right now, and that's the state of the Tennessee Titans.
Yes. All right. It is now time. Yeah. JT is just having his soul sucked out more and more by the Sanderson sisters as the show goes on. Let's do a little bit of trivia here to wrap up this show. Here we go. Shout out Wilson County Hyundai. Make them a part of your new car buying process. Go see them in Lebanon or online at wilsoncountyhyundai.com. They can save you some money on that new car as well. So JT, you'll just have to kind of deal with it right now. But all right, I'm sharing my screen. So here we go. We'll see how quickly and smooth this screen share situation goes. Okay. I mean,
wasn't that great, but hey, I'll take it. Ann is here. That is good.
Right. We have our the All-Star MVP Ann is in the chat. We've got, all right, let's take a quick glance at our I like the board.
I do.
Brands and products, TVs, movies. I'm gonna suck at music. Chain restaurants. There's a chance. NHL. You should. That's you, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you're the team.
Oh boy.
Depends on what decade. Yeah. Okay. We'll just go. I do not see anything from Orlando today.
Good.
But we'll just get rolling here.
That's when we do our best work.
Yeah, no pressure. NFL. Joe Webb started a playoff game at QB for what NFC North team during the 2010s? That would be the Vikings,
right?
Yeah. Brands and products. Chase Bank has the naming rights for what NBA team in California? Chase Bank.
California. I mean, there's only so many. It's not Sacramento. That sounds right. That's where I first went.
The Warriors.
Says Ann. Warriors.
Okay.
Go with that.
Television. The Camden family was the focus on this WBCW family drama that ran from 96 to 07. Starred Stephen Collins, Katherine Watson, Jessica Biel, Ashley Simpson, and Haley Duff.
I have no idea.
Seventh Heaven?
Heaven?
I know that show, but I never watched it.
Maybe it's the actual number, 7th.
There we are.
Yeah.
Movies. This O2 rom-com grossed over $300 million and featured a recurring gag in which Father the Bride believes Windex can cure any ailment.
Father of the Bride believes Windex can cure any ailment.
O2 rom-com with a wedding.
I see it in my head.
Big fat Greek wedding.
Yep.
Number 1. Music. This rapper has been featured on 3 number 1 hip-hop hit songs: Drake's Way Too Sexy, Travis Scott's Franchise, and Camila Cabello's Havana. I don't know.
Got no idea. Future. Sure.
Oh, wrong.
Oh, wow.
Well, but the chat is all over that.
I know.
Man. All right. Chain restaurants. Founded in Georgia with over 150 locations, this pizzeria chain typically has a 1970s style psychedelic vibes and partially named after a fungus.
Mellow Mushroom.
Yeah. NHL. This Russian center totaled over 400 assists for the Caps and 13 to 24 before getting traded to Carolina. You have to know this.
That's what's his name? Kuznetsov. Evgeny Kuznetsov. That's it. Kuz. Second one.
Yeah, I know who that is. No, it's that. After a legendary WNBA career before becoming a 3-time WNBA champion, head coach Becky Hammond was assistant coach for that would be the freaking Spurs. I don't know why that took me so long to go with. Okay. The outside is, I know that. That is James Bond guy.
Yeah, it's Daniel Craig.
Yes. Inside.
This is Anne.
Penelope Cruz. Good call.
Good job. Thank you, Anne.
All right, double dip.
People are saying Young Thug.
Is it what? Young.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
All right.
353. Pretty good. And look.
Nice.
I mean, that's a tough board.
That is tough. We got it, though.
No greens. All hard. And shout out to you're helping me spell Kuznetsov.
Yeah, right.
I think most, I remember when I was having to cover hockey back in my previous career, did not used to call him by his last name. We had a nickname for it. But all right, that is it for us on this Wednesday. We will see you guys tomorrow on a Thursday. We will have some tickets to give away to Nashville Water Taxi throughout the week. Make sure you hit that like button, like the show. And Buck Rising live tonight for AtoZSports Prime Time. Appreciate it as always. Catch you later.